But Arizona brings a dynamic duo off the backcourt now that they have begun to kind of rely on here the last couple games. When Jaden Bradley and KJ Lewis come into the game, they just change things. And they're a little bit different, obviously. But Jaden Bradley, he gets his hands everywhere. He is a absolute pest defensively. KJ Lewis is much the same. And KJ Lewis is probably one of the more dynamic finishers in all of college basketball. It is absolutely fantastic to be able to bring those two off the bench. And it's become somewhat of a trump card, William.
Yeah, they've both been excellent on defense. And I think when you get into the offensive end, neither guy is, let's say, looking for a shot. So I think it frees up. I don't want to say frees up, but you're more likely to be able to get looks for Caleb Love or Pella Larson or whoever else is on the floor with them. Right. Not that, Bradley's going to have his 2 or 3 drives a game, but that's really all he's looking for right now. KJ Lewis is going to do far more damage in transition than he is in the half court.
Right.
Not that he can't score in the half court, but I think it allows Arizona to do some things offensively, and they just kind of play. Maybe they can focus on 2 or 3 scorers instead of 4 or 5 scorers. But those two guys in the last 2 games, their plus minus has got to be somewhere in the neighborhood of plus 50.
Right.
I know someone said Lewis was plus 23 this week.
Right.
And they were very good when they had, on the floor against Purdue.
Because there's really nobody else on the roster that can really kind of replicates what they do, especially with Jaden Bradley. Kylan Boswell is he's a good player. There's no doubt about it. I don't see the NBA next year thing that I guess some others do. But Bradley comes in and he gives you a defensive perspective that Boswell doesn't have. And that, again, when he picks you up at 3/4 court, when he picks you up at half court, he's getting involved. And again, he's also, listen, he's never going to be a great scorer, but he's a good enough scorer. He's a good, like I said, he's a good finisher in transition. And then KJ Lewis, I mean, you look at somebody that was physically just meant to play basketball. KJ Lewis is that guy. It's been a long time since Arizona has had 2 players off the bench like that have been, and we've talked about it before, like the Hassan and Andre types that just kind of came in and changed everything. Arizona hasn't had anything like this in quite a while.